Hey guys, it's the History Nerd, and we're back with another exciting episode of Stellaris, Stellar Britain. Where we last left off, we were restarting all over again.
Science ship under attack.
Not good. Really not good. Okay, we will have to keep you set. Can I not? Whew! Okay, we are going to tell you to repair, because obviously we need to repair that. We're going to get our constructor to build a mining station here, because as you can see, we're not doing well on energy. That's to be expected, I guess. And I think what we are going to do with Tenobo 3 is colonize and purge, because we need to. That's
research complete.
You know, basically the whole situation there. We need this planet. It's a fairly good planet. And my experience, especially as was seen in the Human Galactic Union, you know, we need to purge those presentients because they're just going to grow and take over everywhere. Like already, they've got, I mean, granted, one source of food, but they've got that taken, and they're just going to keep growing. So, if we want Tenobo, I think we kind of do want Tenobo, we're going to have to purge the crap out of them. Parasitic elements always flock to new markets, seeking to cut into profits at the expense of those doing honest business. Space has proven no different. Several underground criminal organizations on Britain have expanded their operations into space by converting a small fleet of civilian freighters into warships. The outlaws call themselves Star Wretches, and their ships have started menacing the civilian shipping lanes. We should act quickly before the situation gets out of hand. The trade must flow, indeed. So we got pirates, and we can see the pirate station and fleet over here in Salura. They've got themselves set up on a nice little location. So they'll probably be coming by to pick off some of the stations we've built up. Our fleet is not quite strong enough to counter them. So hopefully, before they get too violent, we can get a couple more in. I don't think I've got any weapon research done that'll make it worthwhile. We do have the nuclear missiles, but I'm gonna wait for us to get point defense done as well, and then we will upgrade the existing fleet to be better. You can see they're already coming through. So what we could try doing is setting those guys over there. And we'll see if they'll get there quick enough to at least interact with the pirate fleet. And I'm thinking they're probably not going to. No, they are not. So... I mean, I guess it would be... Oh, wait, where did they go? Oh, they went down here, those crafty bastards. Well, we got no defenses for spires. They're probably going to take that research station out. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. At least now we've got the numbers to assist. So let's get those guys sorted. It looks like they're going for the civilian fleet first, which is kind of helpful.
Station under attack.
Yeah, come on. Merge together. There we go. Now we got the numbers. We can go after the pirate fleet. Hold together, research station. Here comes our fleet to the rescue. I suppose we could probably recruit a general. And, well, you know what? We'll go with, Boozefield here.
Construction complete.
Boozefield. It's a field of beer. It's
Hostile
nowhere
fleet
near what
engaged.
it's like. Where my fleet at? Over here. There we go. So certainly the fact that they have missiles and a very large range advantage is a bit of a letdown, But once we get in and start punching back, right? Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So we will go ahead and bid ourselves one more Corvette. We will send these guys back home. Come on, First Fleet. Head on back home. We'll get those ships all merged together. We have some very fancy explosions going on. And we got some research done. We got some Sentinel point defense. I think it might be time to look at upgrading our fleet. Although the defensive shields are also a nice thing to have on there, but eventually, you know, we're gonna need to actually go ahead and get these ships modified. So let's do that now.
Construction complete.
We're gonna switch over to the Interceptor Corps because we don't really need medium weapons. Like so, auto-complete that. Those 2 reactors will be enough. And now we can get our fleet upgraded to be something worthwhile. Or at least something militarily effective. Although it is going to be a little while before our fleet's strong enough to go after the pirate station. Which is, you know, a little let downish. There we go. And, well, we might as well just upgrade you, because you'll repair while you upgrade. Fully upgraded complete. Fleet, strength of 89, and we would need to worry about a strength of 182. We're going to need a much bigger fleet to work together. I have a question about having escort ships for science ships. Now, there's no way to group civilian and military ships together. So you could certainly build some Corvettes to tour around with the science ship, but you can't, like, make that easy, which is a little annoying. But it is what it is. Let's go survey that system, because we could do with discovering some things about that. What we could also do is to get some solar panels built on our space station. We should take a look. These guys are growing ever so slowly. We got 2 foods, so yeah, you guys should continue to grow for at least a little bit longer, hopefully. Come November, we will get some pop growth going on there. Lovely. Let's take a look at Britain itself. Defensive platforms. We'll go with ion thrusters. More speed. More speed is better. How much food production do we got? A lot. We got more than enough, in fact, so we can clear out the last of these tiles and then start figuring out what it is we're gonna do. Did I get them all? I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. There we go. Now Britain will be clear of everything. And I think we got enough left for another colony as well. Probably not there, possibly there. We can purge, and we'll see what Olimar has to offer. There is also way down here, Tigira. That would be, has got plenty of stuff going on. It would be a good enough colony for now. Potential capital system of a sector in the future, because that is a ways away from good old jolly Britain. Well, that's got some good engineering research. I guess looking at it, though, we're not really limited on much. I think society research is going to be the main limiting factor, but that should be easy enough to pick up.
Construction complete.
With +4 over there, my god. Alright. Yeah, so I don't think it really matters what system we go for next. Leave that be for now. So I guess we might as well get the purging done, right? Seems like a good idea. let's make sure our policies, our policies are set up for purging. Allowed, lovely, slaves, allowed, unrestricted warfare. Good, 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 awesome, wonderful, loverly. I like it all. And, yeah, wondering where we should scout next, and I'm guessing to the east would be best. Do we have enough to take on drones? We don't. Really need to get our fleet bigger. Although, massive amounts of Corvette spending isn't necessarily the way I like to play Stellaris. I realize that, you know, for a while the Corvette was hands down the greatest ship ever made for anything. But I prefer bigger ships, because bigger's better, in my head. Through our surveys of habitable worlds, our biologists have collected a vast amount of data on alien life forms. Many of our older theories on the development of life have been disproved, and our scientific community has had to build new models from scratch. Our most interesting findings are being displayed at the newly dedicated Museum of Exobiology on Britain. The public is enthralled, and many donations have come in to aid in the continued search of strange life forms. I like it. Plus research. Research is good. So we got all of the closest super habitable world survey. We might as well start getting the systems that are within our borders surveyed as well. Because obviously, things in our borders we can build stations in, as Tanobo there is proof of. So we'll just continue with that. Would that be better? I feel like getting the purging done quicker would be better. And I wouldn't necessarily say this is the world's greatest system, although it should have a good amount of science research going on in Olimar. So we'll see. We'll see what the future holds. And if we're going to develop further, I would suggest we build a farm here, because it is going to be a while before we can get the dangerous life forms taken care of. We'll hold off on getting our ships updated to deflectors and ion thrusters at the same time. So,
Research complete.
what do we got? Deflectors. We were just talking about that. Probably fusion reactors after that would be a good idea. Not much at all going on in Terramda. So let's go check out Mardum. That should have something, right? Mardum should always have something. Although, to be perfectly honest with you, I'm excited for the burrito system. That's a system I can get behind. Have we got a clear path through there now?
Construction
Really?
complete.
What's up? Well, that's just because we've got the compass rose built. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of it. Let's colonize. Now, where do we want to put our capital? On top of some of the Xenos would be best. I guess here, and we'd sacrifice one of the energy for food production. So let's do that. Bellary, why not? So now, obviously, it's going to take us some time to get settled on the planet before we can do the purging, I think. My gut tells me, or my gut hopes
Construction complete.
that we're able to start the purge almost immediately, but I don't think that that's going to be possible. Oh, look, well, we got Britain
Anomaly
all
found.
clear, and still just an engineering facility there. Have we got engineering research on the planet? Way over there, so it'll be a little while. An unusual deliberate geometric configuration of minerals drifts through the debris belt of Z1363089 and is possibly of alien origin. Well, we best find that out now. Purge. Purge all of them. Thankfully, the only nations who could raise a stink about it are these guys.
Complete.
And they're going to be, you know, unimpressed with us as it is, being fanatic xenophobe military isolationists. But that's good news. That's good news. The good news there is that as long as we stay away from them, so unfortunately we're going to be missing out on a couple of colonizable planets, at least to start with, but as long as we stay clear of them, they should stay clear of us, and everybody should be happy. The mineral cluster is a holographic record, multi-sided, many-edged, and translucent. It remains secure in the HMS Terra Nova's tractor beam, but our experts will need some time to decode its contents. Oh, that's fine.
Situation log updated.
Let's do that right away, shall we? Level 2. Yeah, do that now. Do that now and then finish off the survey of the system. We got some ion thrusters done, so we might as well get some nanocomposite armor up. And we'll wait for the new fusion reactors, because better reactors are just going to make ship construction much, much easier. You can see we've already got some Purge protesters. Two of the pops on Bellary, unsurprising, are not exactly happy about being purged, but, you know, them's the breaks, reptilian aliens. Them's the breaks. You guys should be purged. How long? Not long at all.
Complete.
The holographic data documents in... Oh, pardon me, let's take that again. The holographic data documents, the terms and conditions for a trilateral trade treaty between three major alien powers that once dominated this quadrant of the galaxy. Context eludes us, and the details are meaningless, but Science Officer Cherry feels that this find will prove invaluable to improving our own ability to communicate with alien forces. Yay! So it looks like our scientist now has the statecraft trait, which is lovely if we wanted to pull her off society research, but I don't think we do, because Spark of Genius is good to have on your researchers. So we'll let her continue touring around the galaxy as she sees fit, well, as I see fit to tell her. And yeah, that should be good. We should be happy and fine with that in the future. And we might as well get a couple more Corvettes built, because the fleet certainly does need to get bigger. So I think if we settle on about 10 to 12 Corvettes, that should be a good number to then build a proper fleet around. Now, remember, with the mods that I have, we do have the more ship-type mods. So as we get research, we'll see that more and more. Class 12 asteroid orbits this planet. Let's find out what's going on with that. There's not really, too many differences with Corvettes, because there's just the Corvette. But once we get into destroyers and cruisers, specifically cruisers, because we got like battle cruisers and strike cruisers and light aircraft carriers, and well, I guess they're technically spacecraft carriers, but that type of thing. Carriers in general. So that'll be nice. And it works very nicely with the Better Battles mod.
Construction complete.
For some reason, someone has towed an asteroid into a stable orbit around Mardum 3. The massive engine sections and braking thrusters can still be found on the surface, though they have long since been rendered inoperable. Whoever did this also mined the asteroid for minerals, but these operations were seemingly abandoned shortly after they began. Very interesting. Engineering bonus. Yay, we will get a engineering station up on that as soon as we possibly can. It looks like Bellary is set and ready to go. Let's take a look at the surface. No Xenos to be worried about, and nobody cares. So it's the perfect time to take care of the purging.
System survey complete.
we will take you and send you over here now, because we need to get that system surveyed as well. 180, 120. So 2 more Corvettes aren't going to get us to the magical 200 mark, which is, I feel, like enough to take on the pirates. Thank you. So, I mean, really, we're going to have to hold out for better ships. Which is fine. We can hold out for better ships. I'm fine waiting. Mainly because we don't have a choice. Let's check on spires. Slowly growing. Food is fine, but will soon become an issue. So let's get a farm built. Yes, please. And Britain itself is coming along nicely. I wouldn't well, no, I guess more power is better. So we'll let that go. We don't need more food, though, so we'll slap you on engineering. And in fact, what we should do is get a science lab built there, and then maybe do something like that. There we go.
Construction complete.
That should be good, because we should be able to handle 1 food not being produced and 1 mineral not being produced. Obviously, we're sitting fine there. Do I want 2 more ships? It should get us close to being at 180. Let's do 2 more.
Research complete.
Fusion reactors. Hold on. Let's cancel those. Yes. Probably the improved deflectors, although at this stage of the game, we don't necessarily need to... Oh, yeah, we should do that and take one of them off. Yes. Although if we plop down another reactor, then we can get some more deflectors up and hope that the only things we come across are lasers. That'll be really helpful for taking out
Construction complete.
mining drones. So we'll get those guys upgraded.
Ships upgraded.
There we go. I wouldn't
Construction
expect
complete.
that to go much higher, but it looks like it did. So if we get a dozen Corvettes, we should be nice and safe. Anything exciting going on here? Not yet, huh? Yep, not much going on in that system. Boo to that. So I guess you're next on the list for colonization. Closeness-wise, and keeping in mind, with colonizing costing influence now, it is nice to try and keep as many of your colonies within or close to your borders as possible, so you're not blowing 200 influence on a single colony, like we would probably wind up spending to colonize down here.
Construction complete.
Okay, surface construction done, so that must mean that, which we can upgrade to that. While I'm thinking about things, let's get you a governor. The research, we will do that, but, well, yeah, we'll hire you, but we will put you in charge, from Britain, and then for Britain, we'll have our researcher, because Britain's going to have most of the research. Penthulian civilization. We have detected the presence of a primitive alien civilization on Fuxtazom? Futexom? Futexom? Whatevs, doesn't really matter. They currently seem to be experiencing the equivalent of a renaissance, having recently left the medieval age behind them. Scientific knowledge is spreading rapidly, and the armies of their petty kingdoms are equipped with crude gunpowder-based projectile weapons. We will most certainly build an observation post above them. Here. What do they look like? We got some bird people!
System
Alrighty.
survey complete.
Constructor, build an observation post over there, and that'll at least get us 6 extra society research, which will be a huge boon, considering that's kind of the oh, what am I looking for? The word. That's we're missing that. Sometimes I do worry about the way my brain half functions. Oh, well. I've lived this long. It's not going to be a detriment to me in the future. I don't think. Well, with our fleet set and ready to go, we might as well at least clear out the pirates, go ahead and get aggressive. Bowsfield. I guess it's more Bowsfield than Boozfield. That's too bad. Oh, well. Clearing the pirates out of this sector will be a good thing to do. And taking on the pirate base, or bases, will also be a good thing to do.
Fleet engaged.
Now, with our point defense, we should be able to take care of these missiles without taking too much in the way of damage. And with our own missiles, we should be doing some amount of damage. It's not much, but at least we're keeping relatively safe and pounding the station as we need to, which is lovely. Border range has increased. That's lovely. We might as well snag ourselves the biolab +1. Not much to do there. You've got your farm, so now you're set at least until the next stage of colonization, which is good. I might as well slam down a mining facility there, although I feel like perhaps building up Britain would be a better bet to start with. So what do we need? We could probably do with more power. So let's get ourselves a power plant. And our construction ship is not really doing anything. We don't have the spare energy yet to use it. Although if we were to go... Cannot build this type of station around any of the planets. I'm guessing because it's not actually in my lands. Captain Una O'Hagerty, the commanding officer of the Dundee Castle, served with distinction during the recent engagement that took place in the Siluria system. The Admiralty on Britain, recognizing the qualities of a promising flag officer, has decided to promote the captain to the rank of
Situation log
Admiral.
updated.
Well, let's take a look at her. And she is better than who we currently have. She's younger. She's got 2 things instead of 1. I think, Admiral O'Hagerty, you are in command now. You can go and repair your ships. It looks like we lost 2 corvettes. So we will get those suckers replaced as soon as we can. Perhaps with some nanocomposite armor. Ooh, that would be pretty good to have. We might as well... yeah, we'll get those done, because that'll get us on the track of building bigger and better ships, which is always good. Our fleet
System survey
has returned to Britain, so let's get 2 more corvettes built up there. Research is done here, huh? Alright, well then, let's scan this sector and find out what connects to the Walzerin system. Might as well build ourselves a power plant here as well. And on Bellamy, what can we do? You are gonna need food. So we'll get you food. Food production. Go! Lovely. What do we got? Fleet's repaired. We'll have 1 more ship soon, and then we can start clearing out, at the very least, some of these mining drones. I don't remember what the other ones are, and in fact, what I probably should do is get started on this. Just to see if we can do anything. Oh, crap, we've got debris to scan, don't we? Okay, we'll take you, and then once you're done surveying, you can research the projects over there. The hyperlane setup in this game is a little bit awkward. I wish there was a few more connective branches here within my own space. I also kind of wish when you're, running with a hyperspace lane galaxy or a civilization, I should say, that the borders kind of followed the hyperlanes instead of was just a circle. Because like all of this,
Complete.
you know, if we're thinking that like this is taking galactic influence to claim as ours, it should really be like along the hyperlanes instead. I'm not actually sure how that would work, but in my head it works.
Complete.
Impressive structures litter a small area on the surface of Mythar 1. Let's research that.
Construction complete.
We got some construction finishing up all over everywhere. So that would mean we've got the power production facility that I built here somewhere. There it is. Good. More power, better. Spires is looking good with their power. And in fact, they'll be ready to upgrade to a proper colony very, very quickly. And Bellary is looking pretty darn good too. We'll slap down some research facilities on that planet and get our science kicking up into hyper gear. Yeah. The structures on Mythar 1 are not as old as we first believed. It seems to be a playground or amusement park of some sort. Science Officer Cherry notes that many of the contraptions are highly complex creations that we can learn much from, and that, to the builder's alien eye, this might have been a cutting-edge sensor array, or even a gigantic art installation. Regardless, to us British, it mostly looks like a place where you would take your young and let them amuse themselves. Well, I say we plug in the rides, and we let British children go there to amuse themselves, although the research we're getting, especially in engineering, is welcome. I'm sure the entertainment values would also be welcome as well. In the meantime, I'm gonna say it's probably best to go clear this unknown alien thing out first. Although I guess maybe we'll wait for all of these to come, because we are going to get things like you gotta kill one of these. Anyway, these are the space cows. I've read through them before. I realize I've probably read through all of these before, but, you know, it's a lot of reading. Space amoebas, so we will expect our fleet to make short work of them, because we are a militarist society. Crystalline entities, we expect our fleets to break those suckers apart. The ancient mining drones, we're going to see what they're made of. Void clouds, we will watch but not interfere. And in fact, we will come back and start doing that, because we're going to have to beat them up as well. Regardless, since we got a mission to go beat up drones, let's go beat up drones. And not in our system yet. Our power is looking good. Our mineral production is looking fairly good as well. So maybe we will go build that well...
Hostile fleet engaged.
Want to know more about things before we go building other stations.
Special project complete.
The Void Clouds are, as far as British researchers can tell, among the oldest entities in the universe. They will not stand in our way. Just because they're old doesn't mean they're worth anything.
Situation
Alright, let's go clear
updated.
that last station out. The mining drones were destroyed in a heated battle with British vessels. As luck would have it, their energy cells are by far the sturdiest components used in their construction. Yay! Drone bounty.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Not going to bother enacting that. There's a lot of the
System
policies
survey
that
complete.
I just don't bother. You know, I mean, by the time you get into galactic running of businesses or galactic running of empires, you don't necessarily want to be turning on or off edicts to just, you know, get a small timely bonus. If you want to micromanage and that's your thing, I'm not raining on that parade by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just saying, from my perspective, I don't think it's really worth it. Now, it looks like Walzer in here is the next colony up to be settled, and there's actually... Well, there's not really... Well, I guess if we put it there... Maybe there. Yeah, that'll probably be the best spot to put it. Let's go ahead and get that started, shall we? Beautiful. Spires, how are you coming along? Soon, you'll be a real city.
Research complete.
What do we got? Biolab 1, how lovely. Energy siphons, we'll get that at a later date. I guess naval capacity, although we're not really building up the fleet. Still probably a good idea to have. We can, in fact, get that back up to an even dozen. And we can take you, once you're done researching that debris, you can come over here and research that debris, and then we'll figure out which one of those two systems we want you to survey. But let's get that debris in, because, you know, boost to research and things, it's always a good thing. Colony, oh yeah, that makes sense. And we do only have the single starport, so that makes even more sense that we're not building other ships elsewhere.
Debris analyzed.
Yay, you see? Physics research, engineering research, joyfulness for all involved. Maybe? Would it be better to go here? Maybe it would be. Because, like, if we put the capital here... Because there, yeah, we don't get any bonuses for the research. How much mining have you got? Probably enough to justify a mineral processing facility. So I guess there would be the best bet. And I don't think we've got, no extra physics facilities. We still don't need food. So how about you go up there? And we could at least get bio research specialized as well. Okay, we'll kick it up to speed 3 to get our colony ship done. And then force me to make a decision.
Debris analyzed.
Oh. And then in that case, we should probably start surveying the systems. And I think we'll go with Walzerin. I don't know why I sounded upset that I'm going to go with Walzerin, but we'll go with Walzerin. That'll be a good idea. Thank you.
Construction complete.
There we go. Let's get this colony started. Slap you down there for... No, I'm never going to be able to pronounce that. That's going to become a sector colony name. But Laurentia, I can pronounce that. That's so close to Laurentians, which is Canadian. So that's easy for me to pronounce. Power is down because of the colony, of course. We got our Corvette construction assembly yards going, and next up, I'm going to say, let's get the Betherian power plant up and running.
Anomaly found.
And we can go ahead and research that large amount of ship debris that's kicking around. That should boost up our engineering. A small celestial object with pronounced gaseous and particulate tails was recently observed in the Britannia system. Its passing was uneventful. A comet was sighted, and it's good. It's a hallmark of great Paradox games. And come on, colony ship. There is clear evidence that a massive space battle took place in close orbit of Kajam 2 at some point in the last 5,000 years. The surface on one side of the planet is pockmarked with craters from stray weapons blasts, and scans from the Terra Nova have picked up several hulks on the ground. Though these wrecked ships are all in very poor condition, the fact that anything remains at all after the damage they must have sustained is a testament to their advanced design. Science Officer Cherry is preparing an expedition to sift through these derelict hulls for any valuable technology. That's good. You can go ahead and research that now. Really? On a molten world, there's still ships kicking around? That is impressive. You would have figured after 5,000 years those suckers would melt, but no! They're still here. They're still around. We can use that information to our advantage. Ooh, we should definitely switch that over to that and double our society research out of the Renaissance era primitives that we're studying in Gurwatan. Guarton? That place. Anyway, this episode's probably gone on long enough, and I've certainly just been sitting here basically jibber-jabbering away. Let's give this a save. And we're going to leave it there. So thumbs up if you have enjoyed today's episode. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. Thank you all very much for watching, and we will see you next time.